LifeLock. I want you to meet Costco CompleteID. I really think you two are going to hit it off. You see, as much as you might be competitors, you actually have quite a lot in common. I mean, let's be honest, you're both responsible for, let's say, some sketchy corporate behavior. LifeLock, I know you've put the whole $100 million FTC settlement behind you, you're moving on. And Costco CompleteID, I know that you're actually owned by Experian, and man, there's a long list of data breaches there. Most recently, actually the largest in history in Brazil, where over 220 million citizens had their personal information leaked in 2021. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that neither of you has a stellar record of consumer protection, but which of you offers the better identity theft protection service? That's what we're gonna be exploring in this video here. Starting with dark web alerts. Initially, I thought Costco CompleteID was useless because I got no dark web alerts when I populated the dashboard with my information. None, zero, zilch. I signed up, I waited, I grimaced, I waited some more, and then eventually 48 hours later, I saw that Costco CompleteID actually had pretty decent dark web monitoring as its dashboard finally started to populate with dark web alerts. To be totally honest, I was surprised at the amount of alerts that I was getting. So Costco showed me 27 total alerts, which is second only to Aura's 35. But what we look at Home Security Heroes and what we emphasize more than total alerts is total unique alerts. And this is where Costco CompleteID's dark web monitoring falls a little short. It doesn't actually identify which of my 27 alerts are unique. In other words, there are probably some duplicates in there. And it's impossible to know whether you're seeing the same breach appear multiple times in the Costco CompleteID dashboard. CompleteID does include a creation date field that marks when the info was exposed, and that was useful, but it doesn't give you the archive feature that a product like Aura offers. We do recommend Aura as the best identity theft protection service on the market. You can have it for as little as $10 a month by clicking the links in the video description below, so don't hesitate to do that. Overall, Costco CompleteID's dark web monitoring is actually better than I expected, not as good as Aura, definitely, but way better than LifeLock, as you're going to see right now. LifeLock, unfortunately, not a lot to say here. They caught one total alert, and that's just brutal. So Costco CompleteID is clearly the winner here when it comes to dark web monitoring. Now, data broker monitoring is a different story. LifeLock is going to win here by default because this is not something that Costco CompleteID includes in any of their packages. But I would be remiss if I didn't note that LifeLock's data broker monitoring is inferior to Aura as well as to the dark web monitoring offered by Delete Me. So if that's what you're after, go ahead, check both the Aura and Delete Me links in the video description below for massive discounts. Now, for credit monitoring between CompleteID and LifeLock, the winner is going to be LifeLock. I say this in any video that mentions LifeLock. I really don't like their product overall, but their credit monitoring is decent, actually pretty good. Both LifeLock and CompleteID offer 3-bureau credit monitoring, but they each come with a little catch. With LifeLock, the catch is you have to upgrade to their highest tier Ultimate Plus plan in order to get monitoring at each of the 3 bureaus. Otherwise, you're only going to get 1 bureau credit monitoring. And with Costco, unfortunately, you do need to be a member of their executive club, which is $120 a month in order to even access the CompleteID product. Price aside, comparing only the quality of the credit monitoring, LifeLock's credit monitoring is simply better than CompleteID's. You're going to get more detailed payment history. You're going to get comprehensive look at all of your open and closed accounts. For anybody looking to potentially clean up their credit score or just start monitoring it, LifeLock would be a decent choice, or it would be a better choice. Identity Force would even be a better choice, but LifeLock credit monitoring is pretty good. With LifeLock, you can, with the click of a button, lock your credit file at TransUnion. And with Costco CompleteID, because it is an Experian-owned company, with the click of a button, you can lock your credit file at Experian. So these are nice features to have. CompleteID's credit monitoring product definitely is not bad, it's just not as detailed as LifeLock, so for that reason LifeLock is going to be the winner here. Home title monitoring, short section, because only LifeLock offers this, CompleteID doesn't, so if you want home title monitoring between the two of these, go with LifeLock. And as always, discounts of up to potentially 50% off available in the video description below. Now, another thing we like to do when reviewing products here at Home Security Heroes is gauge consumer sentiment, and we do this by going to a website called TRUSTPILOT.com. The reason we do this is because we want to be as scientific as possible in our reviews and not rely too heavily on anecdotes. So me calling LifeLock, me calling CompleteID, or etc., I do that to stress test their threat response capabilities, but I'm just one data point, right? And so if I have a negative experience with the product, that doesn't necessarily reflect what your experience is going to be. So we like to look at the users' experiences in the aggregate. And for that, we go to Trustpilot and we simply tally up the total scores for each of the identity theft protection services on the market. And you see on the screen here, Aura consistently wins, followed by Identity Guard. And at the very bottom, you are going to see CompleteID. And this is the point of the video where the record scratches and you go, what? CompleteID is all the way at the bottom? What a terrible score. But the caveat here is that CompleteID actually only has 1 review. So I wouldn't read too much into it. The reason I think CompleteID only has 1 review on Trustpilot is because in order to be a CompleteID customer, you have to already be a Costco member. So there are simply going to be far fewer customers than there are customers for these other services. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I would take LifeLock's low score here a little more seriously because it has well over 1,000 reviews contributing to it. And as you can see, basically LifeLock scores the second lowest next to CompleteID. So when it comes to consumer sentiment, I'm going to say it's a draw because both of these brands have very low scores on TrustPilot. The caveat, the asterisk being that CompleteID only has one review contributing to that low score. So again, don't want to read too much into that. But if you're looking for the best identity theft protection product on the market, go with one that most people agree is really, really good. And according to TrustPilot, that's going to be Aura. When it comes to threat resolution, CompleteID is the superior choice to LifeLock. This is because their team is US based, LifeLock's isn't. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and they are very competent. In my experience, LifeLock's threat resolution specialists are just not all that great. It's a boiler room call center operation over there. You're going to get moved from person to person throughout the call center, and ultimately you just don't get the sense that you're interacting with true identity theft protection experts or specialists when you're calling LifeLock. When you call CompleteID, as I did, you do get that impression. The rep I spoke with answered the phone in less than 2 minutes, was extremely capable, and according to Costco CompleteID, all of their reps are CIT RMS certified. This is a long acronym. That means Certified Identity Theft Risk Management Specialist. Now, is this marketing jingo or is this actually a designation of substance? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure, but it's something. It represents some form of training that everybody working in Costco CompleteID's identity theft protection department has gone through. So for threat resolution, CompleteID is the winner, hands down, no debate. When it comes to insurance, LifeLock's going to be the winner, and that's because if you go with their most expensive plan, the LifeLock Ultimate Plus, you get a $1 million insurance policy for lawyers and experts, along with $1 million in stolen funds reimbursement. And that's a contrast to CompleteID, which offers only $1 million of insurance total. As a contrast, Aura offers up to $5 million of insurance for those on the family plan, so definitely consider that and check the links in the video description below to learn more. Pricing is a little complicated here. CompleteID is going to win for a very small subset of you watching this. If you are already a Costco member, then definitely consider CompleteID. It's only going to be an additional $8.99 a month. That's going to get you 3 bureau credit reporting, and that's a pretty great price point to get that at. So if you're a member, consider CompleteID. Cat in the background. I don't know if you can see my cat. If you're not a Costco member, apologies for my cat in the background. You might see them jumping around. You might hear some noise from them. I'm trying to stay focused and communicate with you, the viewer. So Costco CompleteID, good fit if you're already a member of Costco. If you're not, don't consider CompleteID. It doesn't make financial sense because essentially it's going to be $250 a year to get it. You're gonna have to pay $120 for the Costco membership, along with $8.99 a month for 12 months to get that annual CompleteID membership. So it doesn't make financial sense for such a bare bones product. Now, LifeLock pricing also comes with its own set of problems, namely that if you want 3 bureau credit reporting, and not just credit reporting from one of the bureaus, you're gonna have to go with their most expensive Ultimate Plus plan. And that's also gonna come out to around $240 a year. So you can get 3 bureau credit monitoring from LifeLock for $240 annually. And that's only if you pay up front. If you pay monthly, it's going to be even more. And that's with the discount applied. So remember, we have discounts in the video description below. So if you apply that discount, you're going to pay about $240 for the first year with LifeLock. But the catch is that year 2, that price is going to jump up and you're actually going to pay $340 for 1 year of Ultimate Plus with LifeLock in year 2, and that's just too expensive for what the product is. And that's only for one person, keep that in mind. So Costco is fairly priced if you are already a Costco member. LifeLock is generally overpriced, but here's a pro tip for LifeLock that might help some of you watching this. You can sign up and pay for a month and then cancel, and often what happens is they'll give you 3 months of service free, which actually is one of the things that I do appreciate about LifeLock. That's a nice, very nice feature that they offer. It does endear them to me a little more as a brand, the fact that they're willing to give customers 3 additional months for free to figure out whether it's a good fit for them. So if you're considering LifeLock, you might sign up for a month, cancel, see if you do get that free 3 months applied, and then make a decision after that. But even better, go ahead, click the link for Aura Identity Theft Protection in the video description below, and there you're going to get the best identity theft protection service on the market, starting at as low as $10 a month. My ultimate conclusion, neither one of these is a great product. If you are already a Costco member, then definitely go with CompleteID. It's only going to be $8.99 a month. That's pretty good savings for a product that offers 3 bureau credit monitoring. If you're considering LifeLock, honestly, I wouldn't. I would just go with Aura instead. And if not Aura, then Identity Guard, ID Shield. They're just better products out there than LifeLock today. Hope this video was helpful. If you want to learn more about other identity theft protection services on the market, that video is going to autoplay next, and we will see you in the next video, or perhaps I'll bump into you while shopping at Costco. This is Home Security Heroes, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.